Hello, my dear students. Today in the class, we check gerunds. The end in mind of this class was identify gerund clauses and their characteristics. And then I ask a question that says, if I were a novice person, what would be a good advice for losing weight? And your classmates said different ideas like running every day, drinking a lot of water, visiting a doctor, and more. Okay, then we have to check this resource. Okay, in this resource, we read the definition about gerunds, and we said that the gerund is a verb form that allows verb to function as a noun. Then we said that here we have a sentence. Cigarettes are bad for your health. And then we have another. Smoking cigarettes is bad for your health. We notice that in sentence number 1, the subject is cigarettes. But in the sentence number 2, the subject is a gerund, smoking. In this case, the gerund is using as a subject because it's at the beginning of the sentence. Then we said, how can we form gerunds? Gerunds take the same ing ending as the present participle. In this case, if you can see, we have eating and singing. Then we talk about how do we use gerunds. We said that we have 3 different uses. Gerunds as a subject, gerund as an object, and gerund as an object of a preposition. Like this, subject is at the beginning of the sentence, then as an object when you have a verb and then the gerund, and as an object of a preposition. If you can see, here we have a preposition and next to it, a gerund. Then we practice with these sentences. The first thing that we had to do was identify gerunds in each sentence. For example, reading, I love reading, studying, and writing. And then you have to say if the gerund is a subject, object, or object of a preposition. The number 1, for example, is like a subject. In the number 2, it's like a object of a sentence. Then in the number 3 is subject again. Then object of a sentence. Then subject. How can we know that? Okay, pay attention to this. If you can see here, reading is at the beginning of the sentence. Then in the number 2, love, you have a verb, and next to the verb, you have the gerund. Here, studying at the beginning of the sentence. Then, like, verb next to it, the gerund. Writing at the beginning of the sentence. Okay? Then, we have to practice with different dialogues. In this exercise, 2 different classmates took turns to say each dialogue. And then we have to identify gerunds on them, like texting, giving, getting, okay? Like frustrating, getting, playing, playing, drinking, drinking, okay? Then we have continued with this. In this exercise, I said to your classmates that you have to copy just the answers in their notebooks. You have to, in this exercise, you have to get the word that is in, or the verb that is in parentheses in gerund. And you have to do something like this. Playing with my dog is relaxing. Okay, if you can see, we add ing in the words that you have in brackets. Then cooking, okay, good food is hard. Okay, when we finish the sentences, we identify where we have the gerunds, like for example, playing, and you have to say again if the gerund in this case is using as a subject, object, or object of a preposition. Here we said that this subject, and here we have another subject. In this exercise, we conclude that we didn't have sentences with gerunds as a preposition. Okay, and there were the activities that we did today. Bye.